Football fanatics, get ready to witness a plot twist that has sent shockwaves through the world of soccer. Brace yourselves because the game is about to experience a seismic shift and the catalyst behind it all. Saudi Arabia. Yes, you heard it right. The transfer window has just opened, and guess who's stealing the spotlight? Saudi Arabia is like a footballing superhero swooping in with a cape made of money. Their mission? To take over the world of football, one star player at a time. They didn't waste a single moment, folks. First, it was Cristiano Ronaldo, the legendary goal-scoring machine, who couldn't resist the allure of Saudi Arabia's deep pockets. And then, just when we thought we had seen it all, Kareem Benzema, the silky smooth striker, followed suit and embraced the Saudi football revolution. Ronaldo's jaw-dropping deal is reported to be worth a staggering €100 million per season, while Benzema's contract is no less monstrous. But hold your breath because this isn't just about big names. It's a tidal wave of cash, set to engulf the footballing universe. N'Golo Kante, the midfield maestro, is rumored to be the next in line to join this Arabian football frenzy. Saudi Arabia has unleashed a money tornado, leaving no player safe from its swirling winds. Now, before you think this is some overnight phenomenon, let me tell you that Saudi football has been silently building its foundation for quite some time. They've been attracting talents from across the globe, slyly proving that they mean business. And when they snatched Matheus Pereira from the English Premier League, it was a clear sign that they were here to shake things up. But why now? Why has Saudi Arabia decided to storm the football scene with such force? What has inspired this sudden, audacious takeover plan? And the million-dollar question, could this relentless investment from the Desert Kingdom actually pose a threat to the European football giants? Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and the kingdom have set their sights on transforming their economy, pivoting away from their oil-dependent past. With petroleum resources dwindling and the world embracing green energy, Saudi Arabia is diversifying its economic landscape. Back in 2016, Crown Prince MBS unveiled Vision 2030, a $1 trillion plan that aims to revitalize the nation. This ambitious vision includes developing public service sectors like health, recreation, and tourism while transforming Saudi Arabia into a global investment powerhouse. It's like they're embarking on a mission to redefine their place on the world stage after facing years of scrutiny and sanctions. And here's where sports come into play as a crucial piece of the puzzle. Saudi Arabia has been on a sports spree, becoming a hub for major sporting events like boxing, WWE, horse racing, and Formula One. But that's not all. The Public Investment Fund, with its deep pockets worth over €600 billion, has wielded its financial magic in the golfing realm. They took golf, flipped it on its head, and turned it into a lucrative spectacle with the founding of the dazzling and disruptive Live Tour. The once dominant PGA Tour had no choice but to wave the white flag and agree to a merger, with PIF's Governor Yasser Al-Rumayyan steering this sporting ship towards uncharted waters. Saudi Arabia's gaming revolution extends to football as well. The kingdom has made significant strides in the sport, leaving an indelible mark on the global football landscape. Hosting the Italian Super Cup in 2018 and the Spanish Super Cup in the following year showcased Saudi Arabia's ability to organize top-tier football tournaments. In 2017, Manchester United forged a groundbreaking partnership with Saudi Arabia's Sports Authority, contributing to the development of the country's sports industry as part of its ambitious 2030 vision. The momentum continued with the PIS-led acquisition of Newcastle United in October 2021, bringing state-run football clubs to Saudi Arabia. The football world was further captivated when Cristiano Ronaldo accepted an astounding offer from Nasser in Riyadh in January 2023, cementing his status as a top-level player. The PIS's recent majority purchase of major Saudi premier clubs, including Al Ahly Al Hilal, Benz Mesad, Al Ittihad, and Al Nassr, solidified their hold over a significant portion of the division, granting them immense financial resources. These remarkable developments set the stage for an eagerly anticipated summer of football in Saudi Arabia, exemplifying the kingdom's determination to make its mark in the world of football. According to the Saudi Arabian press agency, the decision to privatize sports in the kingdom will speed up progress in various sports as part of Vision 2030. This means exciting times ahead. The PIF believes that going private will open up a bunch of new business opportunities for the Saudi Professional League. However, let's not forget the recent arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese superstar. He's like a living proof of a bad strategy in motion. Ronaldo's presence in the SPL has caught the attention of broadcasters from around the world. As a result, the league is predicted to rake in a whopping $418 million annually by 2030. Moreover, the league's overall value is expected to nearly triple to $2.14 billion during that time. As Pat Jensen, the former CEO of Al-Shabaab, wisely put it, these players are game changers. They bring in fans, sell merchandise, grab media attention, and ultimately entice sponsors. So, it's not just about the game on the field, it's the entire package. Vision 2030 has set the stage for a massive expansion in the SPL, but guess what? Saudi Arabia has even more football ambitions up its sleeve. In 2027, they'll be hosting the Asian Cup, and they're leaving no stone unturned in their preparations. They're building and renovating a whopping 7 stadiums, gearing up for an epic football fiesta. But here's the juiciest part: this is just the beginning of their grand plan. The kingdom has joined forces with Egypt and Greece to launch a joint bid for the 2030 World Cup, and they're up against fierce competition from Spain, Portugal, Morocco, and a squad of South American contenders. Now hold your horses, because this bold move by FIFA has raised some eyebrows. Awarding Saudi Arabia the World Cup so soon after the Qatar controversy? Risky business. But guess who's got their back? FIFA President Gianni Infantino and Saudi Arabia's MBS have been joined at the hip. They've been spotted sitting side by side at matches, and they even shared the front row for Anthony Joshua's fight against Alexander Usyk. It seems like Infantino can't resist those Saudi vibes. Infantino's football dreams have been making waves, from expanding the Club World Cup to proposing an African Super League. But here's the twist: if Saudi Arabia wins the bid in 2024, all eyes will be on Infantino's cozy relationship with the kingdom. Until then, Saudi Arabia is on a mission to prove they're a force to be reckoned with in the football world. However, we can't overlook the elephant in the room: sports washing. Saudi Arabia's human rights record raises serious concerns, especially when it comes to the LGBTQ community and women's rights. Let's not forget the alarming number of executions taking place each year, and that shocking journalist's murder in Istanbul. Amnesty International didn't hold back, blasting FIFA for ignoring their own human rights policy when handing Saudi Arabia the 2023 Club World Cup. They've been accusing the kingdom of using sports to mask their not-so-great track record. But the Saudi officials? Well, they've got their defense game on point, linking their sports investments to Vision 2030 as if it's the ultimate trump card. Now, let's dive into the big question: can Saudi Arabia truly shake up the European football scene? Well, Cristiano Ronaldo seems to be quite the optimist. He's out here declaring that the SPL could join the elite club of the world's top 5 divisions. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, because we've seen this story before. Remember the Chinese Super League? Yeah, they went all out with big-name signings but didn't quite hit the jackpot. Talking of Saudi Arabia's extravagant spending in football, UEFA President Alexander Ceferin has some thoughts on it. In an interview with the Dutch broadcaster NOS, he didn't hold back. Ceferin suggested that instead of splurging on star players, they should invest in academies and develop their own talent. He believes that simply buying experienced players who are nearing the end of their careers won't do much to grow the sport. Even with Ceferin's concerns, Saudi Arabia's footballing journey deserves respect. The country boasts a significant population of around 34 million people, and football is the most popular sport, with about 80% of the nation either playing or watching the beautiful game. This love for football has translated into some moderate success for the Saudi club teams, with 6 titles in the Asian Champions League, making them the 3rd most successful nation in the competition, behind only Japan and South Korea. Particularly, Al Hilal has been shining bright, clinching the tournament title more times than any other side. Over the years, Saudi teams have frequently appeared in the finals of the Asian Champions League, with 4 out of the last 5 featuring a Saudi contender. Their progress and achievements are impressive, as shown by Al Hilal reaching the final of the Club World Cup in 2022, though they faced defeat against Real Madrid. The national team has also had its moments on the world stage, even though they may not always have been the favorites. The Saudi national team has won 3 Asian Cups and has qualified for the World Cup 6 times, including the last 2 editions. Back in 1994, they had a memorable run in the World Cup, progressing from a tough group that included the Netherlands, Belgium, and Morocco. However, one of their proudest moments came in a historic victory over Argentina in Qatar. The kingdom also boasts some seriously impressive stadiums, like the massive 63,000-seater King Abdullah Sports City. And hey, don't let Saffron's analysis fool you. They're not just sitting around sipping tea over there. Saudi Arabia is actually stepping up their game by developing academies and welcoming investments. They've even teamed up with the French Football Federation to bring top-notch academies to every corner of the country. But hold on a sec, let's not get too carried away with Ronaldo's prophecy of Saudi Arabia becoming a top 5 league in the blink of an eye. That might be stretching it a tad too far. Instead, let's focus on the leagues that should be a tad worried. You know, the ones that try to lure in superstar players who are well past their prime, like the Turkish Super League, MLS, J-League, or even the Greek Super League. Just the other day, Galatasaray's vice president, Erden Timur, spilled the beans on their struggle to re-sign Mark Icardi for the upcoming season. Timur straight up said it won't be a walk in the park because there are some major teams out there desperately in need of strikers. And let's face it, that's the reality in Saudi Arabia too. Icardi has been killing it with Galatasaray, scoring 23 goals and helping them win the Super League. They're practically begging him to stay in Istanbul, but here's the kicker. Even a club as prestigious and powerful as Galatasaray won't be able to compete financially with the big bucks in Saudi Arabia. It's like trying to bring a water gun to a cannon fight. So, while we believe Europe's top divisions are pretty safe for now, they should definitely keep their guard up. With the mighty backing of the Public Investment Fund, the Saudi Pro League could end up shaking things up in the football world for years to come. Now, what are your thoughts on this unprecedented endeavor? Do you believe their immense financial power and star-studded acquisitions will reshape the sport, or will the traditional powers of European football continue to reign supreme? Share your insights and predictions in the comments section below.